Winding back time wasn't possible, just as uninventing the atom bomb wasn't ever going to happen. I looked down at him, but he went on scrutinizing the floor. "Can't we get out of this bloody heat and talk about this over a glass of iced beer?" "I can't drink anything," he replied sharply, without moving his head. "Not even water. What the hell do you think I'm doing this for? I've got to lose 2 pounds to ride integrated in the Hennessy." "Won't you be dehydrated?" "Usual state for me," he said, trying to produce a laugh. "I've been wasting every day since I was 16. I can't remember what a square meal looks like, nor a beer. In fact, I haven't had a proper drink for years. Alcohol contains far too many calories. Not that I miss it much. I don't like the taste." He laughed again, but just the once. "Why do I do it, you ask? Well, that's a bloody good question." He stood up, and we both went out of the wooden box into the coolness. I wondered how many people had a sauna in the corner of their garage. Not that there wasn't still plenty of room for a couple of expensive cars as well. A silver Mercedes saloon and a dark green Jaguar XK sports coupe, both adorned with personalised number plates. Dave flicked off a big red switch next to the door. "It must cost a fortune to heat," I said. "I claim my electricity bill against tax as a business expense," he said, smiling. "This sauna is a necessity for my job." "How often do you use it?" "Every day. I used to go to the one in the local gym, but then they turned down the temperature, something to do with health and safety." He peeled off the nylon sweatsuit and stepped naked onto some bathroom scales. "What the hell is that?" I said, pointing at an ugly purple and black ring on his back. "Oh, something landed on me," he said with a smile. "Hoof print." He looked down at the scales. "I'm still too heavy," he said with a sigh. "No lunch for me today, to go with my no breakfast." "But you surely have to eat. You need the energy." "Can't afford to," he said. "According to his bloody owner, if I can't do 10 stone 4 stripped by 2 this afternoon, I don't get to ride integrated, and he's one of the best young chasers in the country. He's incredibly well handicapped for the Hennessy, and if I don't ride him today and he wins, I can kiss goodbye to riding him any time in the future. Maybe start kissing goodbye to my whole career." He could kiss goodbye to his career anyway, if he'd been purposely losing races. "Tell me about the race you didn't win," I said. "I need a shower," he replied, ignoring me and going into the house. "You can use the one in the guest bathroom if you like. Top of the stairs, on the right." He bounded up the stairs and disappeared into what I presumed was his bedroom, closing the door firmly behind him. Not for the first time, I wondered what I was doing here. "Come now, Jeff." That's what Dave had said intently down the line when he'd called me at 10 to 7 that morning. "At once. I need to talk to you. Right now. It's vital." "Can't we talk on the phone?" I'd asked. "No, absolutely not. Far too important. This has to be done face to face." Dave Swinton was one of the very few members of the racing fraternity that I called a friend. Mostly I avoided social contact with those I was supposed to police, but 2 years previously Dave and I had been stranded for 24 hours together by an unseasonal ice storm as we tried to return home to England after the Maryland Hunt Cup steeplechase north of Baltimore. He was there as a guest rider, and I had been invited to oversee the introduction of a new drug testing regime for American steeplechase horses. We had ended up spending a freezing night in an upstate country hotel with no heat or light, the power lines having been brought down by the ice. We had passed the night huddled under blankets in front of a log fire, and we had talked. Hence I'd come when he'd asked, giving up a precious Saturday morning lie-in to catch an early train from Paddington to Hungerford, and then a taxi to Dave's house just outside Lambourne. He had dropped a bit of a bombshell with his claim to have lost a race on purpose, but if he refused to elaborate, I'd have made a wasted journey. I went into his kitchen and gratefully drank down 2 large glassfuls of water from the cold tap. And still I was thirsty. How Dave could drink nothing after a session in that sauna was beyond me. I followed Dave's directions to the guest bathroom and had a shower, but still had to wait downstairs for more than 20 minutes.